Hello, heroes. This is James from PAX Unplugged. We are here at the Indie Bizzare booth to learn about some of the games and creators that we have here. And I'm talking to right now Brian Van Slyke. Brian, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So you are doing one of the first board games put out by the Indie Bizzare, Rise Up. Do you want to tell us about it?
Sure, yeah. So Rise Up is a board game about building movements and people power and fighting for what you believe in. So it's a game where at the start of the game, everyone decides on a story that they want to build. It can be serious, like stopping an oil pipeline, to silly, like fighting for dragon rights. But throughout the game, you play, you're going to have cards, and it's a cooperative game, so everyone wins or loses together. You're going to have cards like... we have a huge rally for our cause, and it's going to allow you to add movement power to the board and take away system power and fight the system, basically, is the game.
That's really cool. Now, what you pointed out earlier were two pretty disparate themes. Can players impose their own theme and story onto the game, or are there boxed themes that it comes with?
No, it's a storytelling game. You come up with what you want at the beginning. So no pre-described stories. It's what you want. So we've seen wild, funny things like, people on Mars want to wear clothes that's not government mandated, to very serious things like, stopping police brutality. So great, yeah.
That's awesome. I've definitely seen board games before that have social themes and whatnot, but it's kind of unique to me to take a board game model and impose the story game structure onto it. I really, really like that people can come in and sort of bring what they have with them. And it looks really cool. Just the design of it is very slick. If I was going to take this to my group at home, should I be taking this to the hardcore strategy gamers, or am I going to have more fun with my story game collective? Who would want to play this?
Cool. I'm glad you asked. Yeah. So it's both designed to be a strategy game, a fun game at night for game night. But then there's the storytelling really becomes a part of it, but in a kind of natural way. So the way that we have it set it up in the instructions is that you just start the game with at least a one-sentence prompt. That's all you need. And then the cards throughout the game will have prompt questions that help you narrate the story out more. And then so people kind of naturally just get into it and then build, even when they're don't have a story prompt later. They're like, oh yeah, we had this huge rally because, this thing that we referenced from a couple turns ago happened. And so it really kind of naturally teases out. And we also have, I'm going to mess up my display here, to show that we also have a double-sided board. This is a simplified version of the game for people who aren't big strategy board game people. So this is a much more simple roll and move version of the game, where the front side is a just normal, strategy game. So for different types of players.
I mean, that's great. I can't tell you how many groups I come to, and there are some people who are really interested in doing story stuff and some people who really want that tactical experience. I love how this game splits the difference between those two. That's awesome.
Really appreciate that.
And thank you so much for sitting down to talk to us about this. It's going to be at PAX Unplugged throughout the whole weekend. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you are at PAX, be sure to get there. Thanks so much, Brian. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.